You have the Persians who ruled Egypt for a short time, and the Egyptians and the Persians hated each other. So when the Greeks came along, the Egyptians thought, oh, here are some people that we can relate to. And then, of course, the Romans ruled Egypt after that. Traditional history has not been able to answer a lot of questions about the Hyksos. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Why is there so seemingly little that we can see about them, that is about them? Traditional history has not been able to answer these questions. The theory is that the Hyksos were the descendants of the two sons of Joseph, Ephraim and Manasseh, who were part Egyptian. And there is a lot of archaeological evidence to show that this nation that ruled Egypt for 150 years were descended from the two sons of Joseph. And when I was doing my research, I found a lot in this that I felt made sense. So Flavius Josephus claims that the Hyksos were his ancestors. If Ephraim and Manasseh were the forefathers of the Hyksos, this makes sense. Because after the Exodus, and before, the descendants of Ephraim and Manasseh would have married and intermingled with the Israelites. And there is, in Exodus, the Lord makes a stipulation that an Egyptian, 10 generations from an Egyptian who joined the Israelites, they could go into the temple compound or area. And there were a mixed multitude who went up from the Exodus to the Promised Land. Now, there is an ancient historian who, by the name of Manetho, who writes about the Hyksos, and his book has been lost to history, but Josephus quotes from his book. And this Manetho, in the second book of his Egyptian history, writes concerning us in the following manner. But in this instance, Manetho is talking and specifies the Hyksos rulers. But Josephus says us. However, remember that the Hyksos were not the Israelites. There were a lot of differences. So Manetho goes further. They built a city in that country which is now called Judea, and